Joining me now is Sky News host Caroline De Russo and Sky News contributor Joe Hildebrand.
Good evening.
Caroline, according to the New South Wales government, your name is sacred, but your chromosomes, well, they're not.
Yeah, and this is the bit that I'm uncomfortable with. Your name is not inherent to you, right? I mean, when you're born, you could have been named anything, and ultimately, how much does it really matter? And I know there's a few people who along the way, you know, either don't like what their parents called them or a spelling or something like that, and they change their name, right? And I can understand for practical purposes, a person might want to do that. But your biological sex is totally inherent. And, you know, we're all going to pass away at some stage, and the archaeologists of the future are not going to know what your name are, but they are going to be able to tell whether you're male or female. So, look, if people want to identify however they want to identify, knock yourself out, go for your life. But there are some things which are just indisputable and should be historical facts, and your sex is one of them.
Yeah, absolutely. And this idea that you can only change your name 3 times, but your sex as many times as you like.
What are you trying to hide, James? How many times do you want to, or Jeremiah, or Joshua?
The problem, of course, Joe, is if you get stuck with a male name on your 3rd change of name, and then decide you want to be a woman, well, then there's nothing you can do about it. Obviously, this has all been done in the name of compassion. We want to make it easy for people with gender dysphoria to change their identity on their birth certificate, but it's confusion codified into law, isn't it?
Yeah, look, I don't think, this doesn't really bother me at all. I think this is something that is a matter of an individual's rights. It's not going to upset anybody else.
Well, it will, because if you change your name on your birth certificate, then suddenly you're allowed into female spaces. No one can dispute the fact that you're a woman, though you're a biological man. It does affect other people, doesn't it? A birth certificate's not a record of your feelings, it's a record of fact, and it has consequences.
But also, if you're talking about other identity documents, like your passport, like your driver's licence or whatever, if you are absolutely convinced that you were born in the wrong body, and I think there's a debate to be had about whether there's an overdiagnosis and whether, you know, other conditions such as autism are being confused with gender dysphoria or whatever, but there absolutely definitely is a real thing called gender dysphoria. I know people who have gone through it, and these are people, I know 3 women, I couldn't for the life of me see them as men under any circumstances. 4 actually, now that I think about it. And so the idea that they would have to carry around a passport or a driver's license that actually says they're a man, and to be honest, even the idea that they have to use men's toilets would be pretty weird to me, and I don't think anyone would be threatened by them. I think there are, you know, there's a debate to be had about things like, you know, whether it's unfair if they're competing in female-only sports because they have an advantage, or these people are not keen sports people, so I think people are safe from them. But again, I think this is something where it really just does affect that person. It's what they feel comfortable with, and I've got no problem with it. I would say live and let live.
Okay, I'm going to totally disagree with you on that one.
Yes, I thought you might.